Very interessante. I'm here. I'm here somewhere. I can't believe it. I haven't been live in so long. It's been weeks since I've gone live. Wow. I feel like I'm like I feel like I'm dusty. I feel like I'm dusty. Wow. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I'm live. Somebody says I'm live. We'll see if anybody comes on. I have no idea. I decided to do a show live this morning instead of doing it recorded. My house is effing freezing. My coffee. I do have pans. I do have a thing in there. Doing meditation. I like look at my hair. Isn't that crazy? Doing meditation this morning. I'm still waking up. That's why I look like I'm still. My lighting is horrible. I haven't. It's actually we had a rain yesterday in LA. Now it's super sunny, but I don't have my lights on. Let's get a light on. Let's get a better light. Yeah, I'm just like off camera. Like, what is going on today this morning? Who knows? My thing didn't want to work yesterday. That helps any. That helped. That helps some. Ooh, now they can really get some of my hair. Look at this hair. This hair is, and I literally cut it like a month ago. And I'm just like, what do I do? Now I can put that on and hide it, but it's morning time. It's all tilted to the side. Look at all this. It's just hair. I'll put a Santa hat on. I'm wearing a Santa shirt. There we go. But now it's not as distracting. What we're talking about, I have no idea. I just know that it's, no, I still feel like I'm dark. I just like, it's not. Let's see. Let's try that. Whatever. I'm here. Good morning. We are having coffee. The house is freezing. I don't sleep with the heater on because it dries me out. It's been uncomfortable. So I sleep with the heater off. And then, but this morning, I usually wake up, turn it on, first of all, I really get out of bed, and then warm up the room. But it was so sunny, and I was so warm under my covers. I thought, maybe it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We got out of bed, and actually my hands were frozen. Had to go outside. Well, that was even worse. Then I had to take out the trash, recycling and stuff. It's cold. It's beautiful outside. Beautiful. After the rain, of course. Always beautiful. Oh, excuse me. So it's really nice. Yes, I'm in the Christmas spirit, you can see. Got some black, this way. Excuse me, my coffee. Black elves over here, no, over there. Black nutcracker. Working that out. I am ready. I need to water this plant. It's like I have a plant over here. It looks good though, but it's all dry. Okay, let's try to water you. Oh, I'm sorry, nutcracker. Yeah, so it's cold, but it's a nice day in LA. What am I doing today? Well, I'm waking up. I have my coffee. I'm gonna get some food, make some food. I don't want to make yet. Make some eggs of some sort. I have some shows to upload. I have some shows to write. I have some shows to work on. I'm hosting this thing later today, and I have no idea what I'm doing. But we're gonna work it out though. I haven't done live things in a long time. The last live thing I did was a month ago, and I thrive in live. Oh, I'm rhyming. Didn't even know it. I thrive in live stuff. So I glanced over some of the stuff they sent me. I don't really know what. It's not. It's one of those days where I thought I was hired for one thing, and then last minute they're like, "So what's happening?" I'm like, "I don't know what's happening. This is your thing." So I'll bring the noise, bring the funk. I'll make sure I'm upbeat. I have a great sweater. I have all my Christmas sweaters that have things on them. I'll wear that. I will show full James Lott Jr. I'll bring that on. To what degree, I have no idea. I think I have an agenda somewhere. I'm going to look at it. I just, work it out, make him laugh, make him cry. No, I'm not gonna cry. Make him laugh. See what happens, I guess. I mean, I'm not even stressed out about it. I'm like, this is not my gig. I'm not co-producing this. I produce so much. I produce so much. That I always look for projects sometimes where I'm not in charge. I'm not a type A personality. Nope. I don't have to be in charge of everything. Nope. I don't. Good morning, De Havilland. Is that how you pronounce your name? De Havilland Kitchen? I like De Havilland. That's a great way to spell it, too. Very interesting name. Good morning to you. I don't have to be in charge. Nah. I have no problem coming on. I'm doing a show early Friday morning with my buddy Flobito, and they're in charge. I just got to watch this movie and show up and just be who I am as a reviewer. That's it. And I'm like, I like that sometimes. Just come in and not be in this. Somebody else do all the stuff. Fine with me. Like I say, I got some shows to edit, some shows to upload. I'm writing a couple of shows. I'm casting a couple of shows. I got a couple more things to record. And this is all me doing less than I normally do. Like I've shut down a lot. I mean, JLJ is not putting out as much as it does the rest of the year. December, January are just kind of slower months. I take more time for myself, more time for family, other things. The one thing I've learned that this is my passion. This is what I love doing, but you could burn out from your passion very easily, and I don't want to do that. So, a little side note: I love these little cube things. They have little grooves, and you can fit things on top. So it's like Tetris. Like I want to do it this way. No, I want to do it that way. Oops, as I drop one on camera. Yeah, I need more coffee. Hello, James. Really? But yes, I just thought, come on and say hi to people and see what's going on. What's going on with you guys out there? It's the morning. Instead of just drinking the coffee, waking up. I haven't decided what I have for breakfast yet. I've lost it I have a giant freezer. I love my freezer. I call it my girlfriend. I love my girlfriend. A lot of stuff is frozen. It's like I gotta remember to take stuff out. Because some things to be defrosted before you cook it. Like it's frozen. And there's Demo Katabi Chemo. Well, you couldn't find a Black Santa emoji. There's a Black Santa emoji out there. You know I'm Black Santa. I found it. I don't have my keyboard. I was like, oh, there's a Black Santa one. I found it. I'm sure it's colder up there where you are. I'm saying it's cold down here, but I know it's colder up there. I'm supposed to be up there in a couple of weeks. So I'm visiting the kids and grandkids. So we'll see if that's going to happen. We're trying to work that out. We got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of moving parts going on in my life. It's almost the end of the year, kids. It is almost the end of the year. I don't even know where 2021 went. I know I did stuff. I know I accomplished a few things. We made it through. I have a song like that. I make it through. And somehow we made it. It's literally the last 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks of the year. It's the 15th. 10 days from now, it's Christmas Day. I'm not even ready. These last couple of years was so weird. I have presents for people. I got really early. So that part is good. I did some early shopping. I'm not ready. Kirsten Marie, good morning. Kirsten, Demo, De Havilland, all those names. Yeah, my sister talking about Sacramento. What came here, it came to LA. We had gale force winds, tornado force winds, and things were flying. My stuff got all knocked over, and it was raining really hard. But it only lasted like 8 hours. That was it. Nice and out sunny. Yes, Kirsten, you saw there's going to be a couple of Mistletoe Road spin-off stories, little stories. And you're going to be in one of them, Kirsten. So just stay tuned for that. I have the mail lady written in one of them. So stay tuned for that. Some of those stories. I want to create the Christmas spirit all year round. So I'm going to offer Christmas kind of stories and Christmas type stories all year. I was involved in a channel a couple of years ago called Christmas 24/7 channel. You're on YouTube. I don't know. I got to look up see if it's still there. I don't know for myself. Look that up, see if it's still there. But it was supposed to be this whole thing about Christmas 24/7. I had a show on it called You can see, actually, I think you can watch it here on my channel here called This Organizing Christmas Show. And I did 12 episodes of that. It was a lot of fun. And it was all things related to Christmas and organizing and a list and things. And I thought, it's great. I thought every holiday I would do something kind of like that. It'd be kind of like a holiday channel, which you might mention Valentine's Day, or whatever. So I like this whole idea of Christmas. Hi, Daisy Flower 40. Oh, some people I know. All people I know. I love it. Give me the Christmas spirit all year long, because I know Hallmark and all those other channels that I work with, they're doing the Christmas June, Christmas July. They're trying to bring that spirit along too. And I think, why not have stories about Christmas and Christmas-esque stuff? Oh yeah. So I noticed that when I look at my numbers, people watch what they listen, or watch what they watch, listen what they listen to. And people, a lot of us, a lot of stuff going on in the world that's not good. So when I have something that's, that makes you feel good, takes you away from the stuff, I guess. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I don't know, I'm crying. No, I'm crying. Just my eyes are watering. But I decided I might take over a little bit of that, try to offer it up. I have a bunch of little stories put together to go on throughout the year. That'll keep happening. And I just finished writing the second season of Cupid's Crossing, which is doing really well this week all of a sudden. But yeah, Dima, I agree with you. Yes, we need Christmas all year round. People are joyful this time of year. I think there's something about Christmas, the spirit of it, at least. Once about the presents and all that kind of stuff. It's but this the spirit of togetherness and forgiveness and caring, compassion, and good food and warm lights. I love it. You're watching the Lifetime Christmas movies, of course. Lifetime, GAC Family, Hallmark. I think even BET has some Christmas movies out too. They've been putting out now a line of movies out. Of course, I have Mistletoe Road. I have The Kringles. They're both out right now. If you want to check out last year's series, Claus series, that's out too. People are watching that, listen to that one too. A little audio for your ears. That's out too. So I'm adding my own. But we have a bunch of stuff coming. This Saturday is the Santa Claus, Sorry Claus, and a Big Decision. No, that's next week. When you're confused. This weekend is. I should look at my schedule. I'm gonna tell you guys. Oh, yeah, Santa is an Alien. Santa is an Alien comes out this Saturday, and I have the songs already. So Demo, Daisy Flower, I'm going to actually do a show on it later today about the Ingo Rademacher lawsuit. There is Stephen Colbert roasted him last night on his show. So Ingo's getting the attention he wants. He got the attention of late nighttime. I'm going to talk about it today. So look out for a new GH30 Ds with Ingo Rademacher, my reaction to his things coming up later today. I'm going to talk about that. A lot of folks, I've been doing these reaction videos to all this stuff, and they're exploding to the roof. I'm giving people a place to talk about it and everything. But Dino, your birthday's around Christmas. My dad is Christmas Eve. I know that. I know folks who have birthdays within Christmas, New Year's, and I'm sure it's horrible. I'm sure, because it's like a lot of folks are with their families. You already got presents at Christmas. You get presents for your birthday. You celebrate them separately. My friend David has a birthday he's born on Halloween. Another weird one. My grandson Rylan is Labor Day weekend. Another weird one. I'm Mother's Day. So Mother's Day is like, it's always like, well, it's about the mom, it's about the grandma, about the old ladies in the family. But what about me? It's my birthday. And for me, it was always like, now as an adult, like you were saying, Demo, I enjoy it better alone now. But my whole thing was like, as long as I get the milestone birthdays, I mean, you never forget the moms or anything, you never forget them. But like when I turned 30 and 40 and 50, I'm like, well, what about me? Like these are big years for me, kind of thing. And so there's always a push and pull on who. So Mother and I found ways like, okay, you celebrate the morning half is Mother's Day, the second half is my birthday. We always try to figure out a way to do that. So but Christmas people, I totally understand that. That's Christmas, New Year's, I'm sure. It's crazy. My daughter was born January 11th, so she had a time. Now her daughter was born November 3rd, so they were before Christmas, and one's way after New Year's. Yes, the Ingo thing, Dima, I'm going to talk about that on that's coming out later today. I want to talk about it because it's something else, right? It's something else. And we'll see what else is going on out there because that's all I say about that. But yeah, birthdays around holidays are always the strangest thing. You can't help it. I mean, the holidays come and you're born when you're born. But there you go. You know, guys. So yeah, so we try to put out some holiday programming. I have a book out. I call Books Out Alone at Christmas. It's a series of book. Winter's Night. I guess some Christmas. So Christmas. It's a great thing. And so we have plenty of programming now that's very specific. Just like on what is it on like on Sirius Radio where they have every channel very dedicated to certain genres, certain things. TV's getting that way too, and streaming's getting that way. I think it's in a Pluto TV that you can actually, I don't know if this is true or not, don't quote me, but isn't you can also kind of like program it so that you can watch just certain shows, possibly this like there's some channel, the Gilligan's Island channel. I heard some streaming service has this thing. I'm not sure. I should look it up and see what it is. But I have all the streaming services running around. But you make it almost very specific to what kind of show you like to watch all the time. I think it'd be kind of cool. I don't Lucy Channel or something. I mean, that just go on. It'd be kind of cool. There's certain shows I love and I can watch over and over and over again. So I'm thinking that's kind of, you know, like that. So I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be very interesting. If we start getting to that point where there are certain channels if you want Christmas all year long, here's your channel. You want musicals all day long, here's your channel. Like, I think it's a great idea to have things that are curated. Okay, Dima, what are you saying? My two sisters are born on December 6th, December 9th. Like, oh dang, all you guys were born in December? When I was kids, they were trying to combine our birthdays together for one cake. Oh yeah, no, don't do that. No, don't do that for kids. When it comes to kids, you have to give them each their due. It's like this whole, I understand as a parent, I'm a parent myself, I understand the desire to do that. No, but it's like, if you combine the birthdays, you got to kind of give them each their own little thing. But you guys are all December. Your parents were having sex the same time every year. What's going on? You know, that's crazy. I don't know why I don't touch my ball. The fabulous one on this morning that we celebrate is placed an offer. Hi, Dolores L. So you just placed an offer on your forever home. Well, congratulations. We'll see. If you feel it's a place you need to live, then I'm sending you homeowner energy. That's what I'm sending you. Homeowner energy that you will get the home that you feel is yours. I'm a homeowner. And I hate it and love it at the same time. I mean, when you're a homeowner, there's so much that goes on, folks. You know, every day, all the time. But most of the time, I'm happy I own my place. And nowadays, for me, so not to get on a soapbox or anything, that's as I want to do. But when you own your house, that money is going into your future, and it's what's your future. It's for you. I feel like when I pay rent, it's going to someone else who doesn't care. Hi Cherie. Oh my God, everybody's coming on. I told you to come on for a second. I don't know if I was gonna come on here, but thank you. Good morning. But you're paying for your future, and it's yours. You can do whatever the F you want with this. That's what we love. That's why I love it. It's your house. Yeah, born on 20. Yeah, it's 20. My father's Christmas Eve, so I do understand. He understand that. Love the soaps on the holidays. When the soaps do it right, yes. Days of Our Lives, of course, wins every year because of the Horton Christmas tree. I have my Horton. Oh, should I show you my Horton one? Okay. My cousin Jason and I are both fans of Days of Our Lives. And I loved Hope, of course. Everybody knows that. He loved Jen. And so we're cousins. So like cousins. So about 30 years ago, well, let's say 25 years ago, he made us ornaments. This is my Hope ornament. And I've had this for like 25 years. And so every year at Christmas, we pull out our ornaments. Now I have little tiny trees back there. You can see it. I never hang it. I never hang because I don't want to break it or anything. But so Days of Lives fans know what this is about. I have a hope ornament. And I bring it out every year. You can sit out with me over here. You sit right over here. And I've carried I've carried this ornament through 3 different cities and lots of moves, and I still have it. Just like the ones at Days of Our Lives, those are the same ornaments they've had for years. They have them locked away in a vault. They bring them out. And it's very precious. So I have a hope one. So I'm very happy with that. So yeah. So thanks to Jason. I always think of him. He's Jen. I'm Hope. So yes, I love when it's so Days of Lives always wins for me for the holidays. General Hospital's a close second. Bowling Beautiful is really good too. We were homeowners for 25 years, moved to another city and rent to realize the purpose. Yeah, I know. This thing is, I've had several homes. I had some in Pittsburgh, some here. I don't know. So, sometimes circumstances happen where you have to rent. So that's just how it is. If I didn't have this house is the house I grew up in. And if I didn't get a chance to take it over or whatever, I'll be renting probably because it's too expensive for Los Angeles to do it. San Francisco, we're priced out. You couldn't even own a home in San Francisco at this point. But if I didn't have this, I would be, I have a place in Pittsburgh, I wouldn't be owning a home. I'd be probably renting because it's just too expensive. Or you can make it work. I say, well, get a home. I said it could be a lot of pain, but it's a lot of wonderfulness too. Like my garden is my garden. I can do whatever I want. I can paint whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. It's my house. So no shame anybody who rents. People have circumstances you have to rent or whatever, but I just know for me, sometimes the rents are way overpriced. Landlords are slumlords sometimes, and it's not the greatest thing to find a good place to live to rent is a fine. My sister-in-law got me an ornament that's made of chocolate. And we're going to break them. We're going to break them together, and again, there's candy inside. Okay, that's like a mini pinata, but an ornamental form. I have them all into these black Santas. My sister got me a black Santa, chocolate black Santa, only like the Easter Bunny and Easter. And the chocolate. How do I eat him? I can't eat him. That sounds really dirty. This is a family show. But I'm like, I don't want to eat black Santa. So I don't know. I don't really do it yet. He may just live. But I can't remember how long chocolate lasts before it turns like that white color or whatever. I don't want to make him white. So I'll keep him for a while. They don't say on here. They don't ever put it. They never put like expiration date on chocolate. Oh, they do. Oh, you got lie back. There's one right here. Expiration date right here. It says it's best before 9/28/22. So I got about another year, 25. So I guess I might just wait and see what happens. I'll hold on to him and see what he starts to turn next year. Oh my God. I'm cracking myself up this morning. It's crazy. So I don't know. It's we'll see what happens with him. But he can sit back here too. Well, I'll put him in front of my practice. There you go. Also, kids, here's something fun. I got a settlement check. I can show you because it doesn't matter. It's like, so, there's always things you get these emails of like, if you bought like shaving cream between 2015 and 2019, you'd be part of this thing. So I put a couple of claims in, just see what happens, whatever. But one of them came through from Bank of America. I got 91 cents. 91 cents. I'm like, this check is only valid for 120 days. I'm like, 91 cents. I'm like, did it cost more to print on paper and send it to me? I'll put it in my account though. I'm going to at some point. I'm going to make it off. So I guess I can do a mobile check, but that's really interesting. Oh yeah, when chocolate blooms and the powder comes out. Okay. There's a family-owned bakery near us that makes them. Laura, are you and Dolores talking? What are you guys talking about? I missed it. What are you guys talking about? Whatever. You guys are doing fine. As long as you guys are trading secrets, that's fine here. We're a community. We're a village. Me in the village. So I sit here in all my messages, all my notifications come through. All kind of stuff. I mean, all kind of stuff. Like, it's all just odd. So yeah, so that's, yeah. So anyway, so I own a house. I'm happy to be here. 91 cents, kids. 91 cents. Not even $1. Like, really? Really? So yeah, I'm gonna cast that check though. 91, I'll do 91 cents. It'd be good towards something. I could be short 91 cents on something. Who knows? It could help me out. So I don't know. I don't know. Mostly everybody on here got people, everybody got birthdays at Christmas. December, I guess. What's 9 months ago? November, October, September, August. Oh, summertime. No, August, July, June, May, April, March. Oh, spring. Spring has sprung. Okay, kids. People getting spring fever. You have spring fever. That's what's going on. And that's when they get all excited. That's what having the babies in December. Okay. March, April babies. Things. So like, okay, that's what's happening. All those Sagittariuses and Capricornios. My daughter's a Capricorn, but she's January 11th. She's January Capricorn. So y'all, you Sages and Capricorns, goats. Crazy. A lot of folks are born in May. There's a lot of May babies. A lot of May, June. There's a Black Santa. Hi, baby. Hi, Black Santa. Thank you, Kirsten. You're queen of the emoji, so I know you find a Black Santa somewhere. I found on my keyboard. I was like, it's a Black Santa, and I don't even have to like change it to black. The other ones, like the hand stuff, you have to like change it to the color of your skin. I don't do that. So that's kind of fun. I know everybody's talking this morning. I'm like, you guys, well, I know some of you guys is already afternoon probably. I normally would do this earlier, but I was busy doing other stuff. And it's still morning for me. It's 9:44. I'm trying to decide, do I want waffles for breakfast? I want eggs. My bacon's all frozen. I didn't pull it out. Loses me in time. So I have bacon and eggs, but I don't have that in time. I have scrambled eggs with cheese. I have no bread. I hate that. I have things that are missing. Like I have this, but I don't have that. I have cereal, but no milk. It's just weird. I'm not shopping. Yeah, May babies right here. May 10th, right here, Mother's Day. That's me. May baby. I mean, since my parents were all doing it in September, October. We made it in. I just, my thing is I haven't gone live in such a long time on any platform. I should do this more. I like going live. I like talking to you guys. I like seeing who shows up and see what happens. I like the spontaneity of it all. Right. Well, this weekend the soap shows will be back. I know we've been gone for a while, and we'll be gone again for a while after this. But we'll do our last show of the year, YRBB and GH, all this Sunday at 10, 11, and 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm doing the GH early because I'm doing a When Hope Calls special at 4 o'clock on Sunday also. So a full Sunday of me doing. So I've done shows in so long. I'm like, can I do it? But we're going to talk about what's going on, not necessarily just what's going on the week. But we're about like what's going on for the last month or so on each of the shows. Kind of a year-end wrap-up. What we think of the series. It's really fun. We're gonna do that and have a good time. Waffles are delicious. I have Eggo waffles, and I don't care. I like them. And I don't put syrup on my waffles. I put honey. I put butter and honey. But yeah, we'll be back this weekend. Thanks for being patient, folks. Normally I don't do shows. Some people forget. A few years ago, every year I used to leave for 2 months. Sometimes almost 3 months, 2 months. I work hard for 10 months out of the year, and then for 2 months I relax and don't work. This year and last year I didn't go anywhere. So I actually did shows, but I slowed down. A lot of studios shut down. I can't get guests or anything. So it's kind of like, okay, just I'll take some time off and see what's going on. So he's commenting on my stuff. Some live. So folks, I was gonna say, I went blank all of a sudden. Yeah, oh sugar, sugar, dee 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 dee. Honey, honey. That was the #1 song the year I was born, 1969, by the Archies. That was the one song. I mean, that was the #1 song of all things. It's a very well crafted pop song, but about fictional characters. That was the #1 song. That's the good old '60s, right? Time off is very important. Noise is very important, and so I need it. I work very. You guys know I work very hard. I work hard. I work 7 days a week all the time, and so that I can't continue doing. I mean, I'm too old for that. I can't continue doing that. And there are times I have nothing to give. There's just times I have nothing to give. I literally have given it all to you, and that's I'm like. So now, also, you guys, I'm telling you guys, I don't really talk about it enough because I just really started, but I have a Patreon account. Someone's like, what is Patreon? So let me tell you Patreon. Patreon is an area, patreon.com. It's free to join. But some of your favorite creators, like myself, actually have other content. So what I do is for certain price points, $5, $10, $20, I release things on there I don't release anywhere else. I have a show, I have a series on there. I'll release sometimes larger unedited videos, songs I never put out anywhere else. A bunch of stuff I'm releasing just there: poetry, poems, stories. It's all just there on my Patreon, which is James Lott Jr. Of course, that everything's James Lott Jr. And so you should subscribe. I have a couple of subscribers already, and I thank them so much. Some Patreon subscribers, but it's 2 different tiers. So if you have $5, it's $5 a month. If you have $10, it's $10 a month. And if you have $20, it's $20 a month. And the higher you go, of course, the more you get from me. But there is lots of stuff on there. So support, as my friend says, support the homie. It helps me help creating content. So it's patreon.com, James Lott Jr. Support me. Edmund Clark Vaccaro. I like the last name Vaccaro. You enjoy my Seneca Scott interview. Great stuff. Well, thank you. It's funny because Seneca's great. He came across my desk. I work with a lot of PR people, and he's up there in Oakland, up there where I used to be. I used to live there. I used to live up there. So I was very happy to interview him and all the work that he's doing. And he's an activist of sorts also. I mean, he's up there trying to change the world. Anybody who I think is young, is out there trying to change the world, I will always talk to him, have my show. So thank you, Evan, for enjoying the interview. I try to do a bunch of interviews like that. I try to give everybody, I have so many shows in this network that I try to give people a lot of different things to choose from serious to fluffy. So a lot of my shows, a lot of help in between the pages. With James Lott Jr., Extra Connections, they're all about this kind of little more serious, helpful content. I get people that I know, people that I get brought to my circle, that I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, that's amazing. Like that's just so like you don't even. I'm like, where'd you come from? Everybody has a story. People out there, people are doing stuff that's really hard work and are trying to really make change and happen, and they don't get enough attention. And so I feel like if I have a platform, so that's what I'm here for. I'm very fortunate people think that my channel is worth something to watch. You guys are all here. I'm happy to have you guys all here in here. There's 6 of you in here. I love it. I have friends where nobody watches. I have friends who get one view. I have friends who are, trying to find their way. And so I'm very fortunate. I've been doing this for 7 years. This part of it, 7 years. So I built up a lot of hardworking followers. Cheer me up for everything. Oh, I'm glad, Sri. I'm glad that I'm seeing Madonna comics. I love Madonna. I'm standing on a cloud every time you're around, and the darkness disappears every time you are near. That's a song by 1985 that Madonna put out. You must be an angel. So I can sing. I don't want all the rest of it. I loved that. I loved her Like a Virgin album. But yeah, I'm glad I'm able to excite people and make people happy and smile. That's all I try to do. I mean, like, there's enough ugliness and meanness in the world that I don't want to add to it. I really don't. There's so any purpose to add to it at all. I'm just me. I'm not perfect, not a saint. I don't pretend to be. But I do like people. I think everybody has a story, and I do like to talk. I'm in the right business. Talk. And oh yes, and Doris, her name is Knight. Yes, my girl Yasmin. Yes, Yasmin Ongo. She's good too. Again, another person that came to my attention. I read her book, loved it. It's have a black female assassin with a past that includes Ghana, where she's from. Another great one. Thank you. I'm glad you guys liked it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, JLJ has 10,000 books. I have 57 books out. So go to Amazon.com and type in James Lott Jr. Madonna, don't get me started. Madonna was, I heard her songs first after school. I remember hearing in 82, I remember hearing Physical Attraction and Everybody. And it was, sorry, a little itch there. And very good. I do have books. I have 57 books. I do have 57 books. But I heard Madonna, those two songs. We didn't see her. She was not on the cover of those 12 inches. I had to go to the black section. Yes, folks, it was called the black section. Yes. Oh yeah, I got all these. I put out books all the time because I have collaborators. Yeah, go to Amazon, type in James Lott Jr. books, and you're gonna be like, what? I think I surpassed 50. I think I have 57 books out. Yes, I do. That's great. You didn't know that, Cherie? And Cherie, you've been a long time fan. I've known you for a while, follower. So I'm shocked you didn't know that. Yes, but I talk to authors too. My whole in between the pages is about that whole show and that page on Facebook. So follow that, and you'll see all those interviews too. I talk to other authors all the time. But anyway, so Madonna, I had to go to the black section to find them. I thought she was black at first. I love the whole kind of freestyle, high energy music back then. And then I saw her on Solid Gold. And I remember we were all like, she turned around like, she's white. And we were all like, oh my God. And then the explosion happened a few years later. And then Burning Up came out, and that video was, Burning Up is my favorite song of Madonna's of all time. That came out, and then I was a smitten kitten. She had the mole, the high voice, all that stuff. And then it was like, and then of course, Lucky Star, Holiday, but then Like a Virgin came out. I was watching MTV. I had MTV, and we were watching that performance. She rolled around the dress. So I'm kind of pissed because we talking 1985. I've seen almost every single Madonna concert ever. Every tour she goes on, I see them. For some reason, I missed the 85 Like a Virgin tour. And I'm trying to figure out for the life of me, now that I'm 800 years old, can't remember everything. For the life of me, I understand, how did I miss that Madonna concert? I was going to concerts back then. That year I saw Wham! America with Shaka Khan. I feel it's 55555. I saw that, and Wham! America, that was the gayest show I've ever seen in my entire life. And they weren't gay. It was like, oh, it's just British. They have 2 earrings, but it was the gayest show I've seen in my entire life. That's what I think about it back then. I saw Wham! I saw Prince. I saw Purple Rain. I saw the tour Purple Rain Forum. So I was going to concerts. It wasn't like I wasn't going to concerts, but somehow I missed the Virgin tour from Madonna, and to this day I still understand how I missed it. I remember getting it later on VHS. Yes, back then they had black section. It was pop rock, and they had black section. That's for all. It wasn't even R&B. It was all for black music. And Madonna, they just placed her over there. And that's what it was. It was Tower Records. Oh, Tower Records. They placed her over there. And you're just like, oh, okay. And you had to go over there. And she was over there for a while. We didn't know a lot of us, we didn't know who she was. She had a high squeaky voice, but that didn't matter. We just said the music had it was beat driven music. It was dance music. But it had like a flavor to it. And I always thought she was either black or Hispanic, because her name was Madonna. We thought white folks named their kids Madonna. Like we just never thought that. We didn't know anything else about her back then. You remember, there's no social media, there was no anything else. It was completely, all that. Okay, no, don't even come in my chat, Tom, about talking that mess. Give me a break. Madonna, there would be no Shana Easton or Taylor Dane. Madonna was the first woman who was fully formed and worked out the media. No, she has the strongest voice. Taylor Dane you can't compare the two. Taylor Dane has a great, amazing voice. I love Taylor Dane. And I loved all that's something totally separate. Sheena Easton, somebody totally separate, but she went sexual later too because of Madonna. Madonna was the first one to be fully woman, fully fight for rights. Madonna was there to charge for gay people, Black people, Hispanic people. She was always for everybody, the underdog, unapologetically, and she was so young. She was so young when she did. So don't get me started about Madonna. I will defend Madonna against anybody. And again, love Sheena Easton, love me some Sugar Walls, whatever, some Strut, whatever. She went to Prince, and that's how she got worked out with Prince. But I do love Taylor Dayne. Taylor Dayne is great. She's still out there doing stuff. Taylor Dayne is great. I love her music. I love her. Her voice is the bomb. But to me, it's a separate. Madonna to me is in a class by. She's one of the big four of the '80s. And that's Prince, Michael Jackson, her, and Bruce Springsteen. They say so. Those are the big four that dominate. But Madonna, she's a whole separate thing. But no, she has a strong. And the thing is, Madonna has the strongest voice. She wasn't the best dancer. She was not the greatest actress, but she made it work. She reminds me, she was somebody who went out there and was very unique. She borrowed from different people in the past and made it into her own style. She changed her style 10,000 times. She's one of the few artists, every video, she looks different. Every single video she's ever done, she looks different. But Taylor Dayne, great. You don't know Taylor Dayne? Oh my God. Prove Your Love. Tell It to My Heart. All kinds. Taylor Dayne had great voice. Without a credit for self-marketing, manipulating the media. So she has that. She's a master class in marketing. She is. But you remember what she did. What she did was really stand up to the patriarchy of society and go, "Screw you." I'm going to do whatever I want. But again, she was so young when she was doing it. I don't even know if for me at 23, 24, if I could be that brazen and strong and do in the public eye and put out amazing music. Her pop songs stand test of time. They do. They play more, but you don't hear Shanice that often. And she's had some good songs. You don't hear her play all the time, but you do hear Taylor Dayne on occasion. Tell It to My Heart, that's one big one for sure. Hi, Brown A21. Merry Christmas to you too. Yeah, Tell It to My Heart. That song's the bomb. Tell It to My Heart is a good song. And everybody thought she was Black too. And even the video was still kind of confusing. She had all that hair and stuff, but she's Jewish. She's not Black. Madonna took parts of Grace Jones, parts of Blondie, Deborah Harry, parts of David Bowie. She very much did. And she also was a chameleon in terms of what was going on at the time. She would take parts of that, whatever the fashion was, and she'd always moved on. So Madonna, you're completely correct. And Madonna never denied any of that stuff. She was always like, yeah. She always borrowed, but she still made it her own on some level. And we love Grace Jones. I'm a huge Grace Jones fan. But Madonna made it her own. I just feel like people like to crap on Madonna sometimes. And I'm like, no, Madonna would pave the way for a lot of these young bitches today would not be out with Madonna. Not at all. Not at all. But Madonna also paid homage to her past too. But they all do. Michael Jackson took from James Brown. He took from a lot of people and those soul singers, and Prince took from Jimi Hendrix. They all took from somebody, and they all did. But I think they all still made their own. They still made it their own. They still somehow made it their own. So I'll always defend Madonna because I just think she's easy to come after. But I think she's somebody who really did do a lot for our culture and for music. And some of those, and not all the songs, but later she started writing her own songs. But folks come after Mariah Carey all the time. Mariah Carey writes or co-writes all of her songs from the very beginning. Mariah Carey is a songwriter, and Black people do not give her enough credit for that. She had 19 number one hits, and she literally wrote all of them. Well, she's doing shows. Yeah, she's doing shows now, but yeah. It's some people look at some of these women and kind of like don't say they. I'm like, no, they really do have their place in there. But again, I love Pat Benatar, I love Grace Jones, I love Blondie, I love Deborah Harry. I'm a fan of all those too. So for me, it makes sense that I like Madonna on some level because she took from all of them. She took pieces of them and made it into something that was very much hers. I'm getting so many texts right now, it's crazy. Why am I texting me? Leave me alone. I'm sorry, I'll see you later. Yes, my phone. I'll tell you, my phone goes off all day long. These are just all these. This is all my notifications stuff. Just goes on forever. Nobody leaves me alone. They just bother me all the time. How do we get on Madonna? How do we get on the? How do we get on the '80s? It always goes back to the '80s for me. I'm playing lots of '80s music right now because I'm like, screw this new music. You know, there's a couple new songs I like, but most of the time it's like, let me take back to the '80s, '70s, and '80s and '90s. Oh, she's right. Yeah, right here, regular biopic. Yes, that should be very interesting. Films. I really do. I really do. I haven't really given much thought who I think should play Madonna. I never. Years ago, I wanted to be Sherilyn Fenn. That was my girl. I thought she looked like her, and that was years ago. But I'm like, I don't like at this point. If Florence, you think would be great, sure, I'll take it. I don't know enough about actors these days and pick which one I want. But it needs to be somebody good who can really. I don't want a cheesy movie. I want like a good. Like I saw Rocket Man finally. That was the bomb. I saw the one with Queen. That was the bomb. So I mean, I want to see some. I want to see some good acting about because Madonna really did do. I mean, her life is very interesting. It's very, very, her, Prince, and Michael Jackson. They need a really good movies done. They need really good movies done on them because their lives were so unique. We think we need that. I know you're singing and dancing. I would play a song, but I can't because I won't get in trouble. So I just got a notification that Duran Duran is on Twitter talking. I was a total Duranie. Oh my goodness. I wanted to be in Duran Duran when I was a kid. My first inklings I wanted to be in a band. I wanted to be one of Duran Duran. They were so cool. They dressed well. They were all over the world. And the songs, I stood in line for 4 hours at 13 years old for Ticketmaster. Remember Ticketmaster? Ticketmaster. And I remember standing in line to get tickets for the Seven and a Ragged Tiger tour in 1983. I got tickets. I went on. Madonna's Vida. No llores por mi Argentina. Me llama está contigo. Yes, she did a good job. She worked very hard for that movie. I'll give it to her. But I saw the original with Patti LuPone on Broadway too. That's another story. 80s music is the best. Are you going to watch the West Side Story movie? Yeah, when it comes to like HBO Max or something, I'm not gonna go to the theater to see it. I'm gonna see it at some point. Of course, growing up from family from New York, Puerto Ricans, everything. The original was a staple, so I do want to see it. Yeah, Ticketmaster. It was Bass Ticket Outlet was one, and Ticketmaster. Way to get the window. Way to get the window. That's right. I used to run Ticketmaster when I worked at a record store. I had to run it every once in a while. I did not like that for concerts and everything. But I stood in line for 4 hours. Friends, we get tickets to see Duran Duran, Seven Raggeds. I got tickets. I remember staying in line to see Prince. The first time I saw the 1999 tour in '82 was Prince, The Time, and Vanity 6. Vanity 6. So I saw that one. So I used to go to concerts all the time. I went to concerts. I saw the David Bowie Glass Spider tour in '86. Or it was '87. That was another one. I worked at a record store at the time. I've heard that. I know I have heard about it. Brown age 22. I have. She did. Patti LuPone was shady, and I love the shade. I love the shade she gave Madonna. Patti LuPone, of course, she's obviously a quintessential diva, and she was the best in Vida, of course. But I give Madonna credit that Madonna, she was serious. She did her best. I thought she was admirable. I thought her performance wasn't. I think Madonna's not a great actress. Just not a great actress. I'm sorry, she isn't. But there's a few roles that she's been in that, of course, work for her. Sunny, Desperately Seeking Susan she was fine. A couple other things were fine. That did too, and it will never be the same. Yes, exactly. But I think Madonna's performance in Evita, she was decent. I love her version. You must love me. Deep in my heart, I'm concealing things that I'm longing to say. Scared to confess what I'm feeling. My voice isn't ready yet. I don't believe anything. So Prince Easter Sunday back in the day. It's not funny. I've seen Prince. I saw 1999. I saw Purple Rain. I saw Musicology. And I saw one other one. Oh, I saw his Welcome to America tour where he was trying to save the Forum. And there was $25 tickets. There were $25. And that night, I saw Kim Kardashian get kicked off the stage. So I've seen Prince 4 times. Yeah, I've seen him 4 times. Musicology, we were front row. Back then, he had a website. And for his friends, we all got random tickets. And we got seats 1 and 2, row 1. Prince was right there. I was like, ah! His little short self. Love it. Love it. Madonna was great. Now, the other one, Madonna was also decent League of Her Own. So I'm saying there's certain things she was in. I hated Next Best Thing. Oh, I didn't hate that movie. But yes, so Coldplay did a set there too, which is amazing. That's good. Yeah, no, Duran Duran is still hitting. I have their latest music. It's still hitting. I think it's really good. I've seen them several times in concert. You know, a lot of these artists, some of them are doing some of their best work, so to speak, now, but they're not on the charts like they used to be. Sign of Times is a really great, unique song. Name about Prince. Prince is one of those people who he was a true musician. So if you didn't know this already, When Doves Cry has no bass in it. All songs have bass in it of some sort. When Doves Cry has no bass. So he says the first and only #1 song with no bass in it. And then you listen to it, you go, oh, now I catch it. Like at first I never caught it until I really listened to it. There's no bass in the song. And literally, When Doves Cry is like 2 different songs in one. It changes at this point, changes at that point. It's the craziest thing. Sign of Times is just this really sparse backbeat with a rattle and a drum, and him basically rapping, so to speak, sing-songly rapping and singing the chorus. That's what he does. It's very. Have a great day, Dolores Ale. Good luck on the house. We're sending you lots of energy. Have a good day. So it's very interesting. Yeah, of course. You know, A View to a Kill. We love that song, of course. But the song that to me is underrated was before that. Remember, take on me, take on me. They did the Living Daylights, which is before. I love that. I love James Bond themes. I have a playlist on my Spotify. Love James Bond themes, all of them, just about. But View to Kill is one of the best ones. Even though they hated each other when they filmed that whole thing. Something in there. Yeah, no bass. When Doves Cry has no bass in it. It's all treble. It's really weird. Like you think, oh, the only Prince thinks some shit like that up, right? No one else thinks that stuff up. That's kind of that's what's so great about it. I love when songs have unique things to them. I was thinking about Pet Shop Boys the other day. West End Girls is a rap song. Think about it. West End Girls is a rap. You know that song? It's a rap song with him singing West End Girls. It's like 2 lines he sings. The rest of it is talk. I thought you like so. I mean, but they're not rappers. They don't consider themselves rappers. But that's how they first came to fame. What they famous was that they talked through a song, which is what I do in my music. I sing some too, but I talk to music. My music's set to my vocals. Very interesting, right? I love stuff. I just love stuff like that. Yeah, Prince was a genius. I hate saying was because he's not here anymore, but he was. Even some of his worst songs are still better than other people's songs. I mean, he loved music so much. He was so immersed in music. West End Girls is a great song. Pet Shop Boys are also putting out music still. West End Girl, but Pet Shop Boys are the bomb. I have a lot of their albums. So huge. I saw them live. I remember I was in San Francisco, went to the Warfield, which is a famous place in San Francisco. I was like, why would I want to see them? They're probably just stand there. The show was amazing. You know, very theatrical. You know, their show that I saw that was very theatrical was Jane's Addiction. I saw them during one of their incarnations. And this show, they had flamethrowers and spinners and all this stuff going on while the show was going on for each song. And Pet Shop Boys was the same way. I was very impressed. I went and saw them back in the 90s, and I was like, okay, Pet Shop Boys. They have a lot of great songs. My favorite, of course, is with Dusty Springfield. What have I done to deserve this? That was a great song. Since you went away, I've been hanging around. I've been wondering why. It's a Sin. Always on My Mind. Their version of that. I mean, they have a lot of songs. I just see film and just said it. exactly, with Dusty Springfield. And they brought her back for a minute, so that was another thing too. So yes. And they did an album with Liza Minnelli, which I love so much. And I think I'm losing my mind. Yes, that one. They have, that I play it all the time. And all the songs are produced by them. She has a version of Heartbeat and a version of Rent. That is the bomb. It's totally Liza Minnelli and it's totally Pet Shop Boys mixed together. So check that. It's called. Oh my god, the album's called. Not losing my mind. What's the album? I see it's on my Spotify. I'll tell you right now because I want people always say, well, it should totally check it out. It's called Losing My Mind. No, it's called No Results. That's what it's called. It's called No Results from 89 or 90, and it is the bomb. Pet Shop Boys also produced a song by a group called Eighth Wonder. Patty Kinsett was an actress in some movies, and the song is called I'm Not Scared. Another one. They also did a remix to a Lady Gaga song years ago too. That was really good. I was just talking to somebody about going to a show for the main night opening acts being Civil War Encore. It's a shock. I'll tell you something. It's funny because I love music, and yeah, we all go for the main acts, but I usually read who the other acts are going to be. And I like supporting them. I like to support them and see what they. Oh, my playlist is so weird. I don't guys are ready for my playlist. My playlist is all over the place. I don't know about that yet. I don't know. I should share it. No, but so I like to support opening acts because some of those opening acts become big stars later. You're like, I saw them when. I remember when Pharrell Williams came out with a group called NERD. And they had a song called Rockstar. All these songs was back in the 2000s. And they had a chick who opened for them. That was Khalees. And that's before she had Milkshake. She had a song called I Hate You So Much Right Now. And I loved that song. And I loved it. She was new. And then she exploded later. I got to see her in concert at the Fillmore in San Francisco. And it was very much, it was a thing. So I know some of mine. So I know Simply Red. Simply Red is a song I play all the time. It's a remix of their song Playground. Or Fairground. Sorry, Fairground. It's a dance remix version I played all the time. I like them. So I like the Blue-Eyed Soul, so to speak. We like the Lisa Stansfields and and him and yes, I'm films right there with you. I'm mostly 70s, 80s, and 90s. That's me. I'm more 70s, 80s, but I have a lot of 90s. See, I don't watch Riverdale, so I have no idea. I have not watched it. Yeah, Khalees opened for Pharrell. She opened for, and then a couple years later, she had My Milkshake Brings All Up, and then that was she was huge after that. And I saw her when she wasn't huge. But I hate you so much right now. That song is the bomb. From her first album called Kaleidoscope. Check it out. The cover is stunning. It's her in the cover. It's a stunning cover. There's just some good songs on it actually, and it's all Neptune, or Pharrell and his buddy. Back when he was producing all this stuff. I mean, these producers. I mean, between like Pharrell and them, or Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis with Janet and all that stuff, or producing Missy Elliott and Timberland. I mean, producers can really be an essential part. As I do music, be an essential part of a song. And it really makes a difference if your song will be good or not. And yeah, so I was a big Khalees fan. There's just something new coming out soon. But yeah, she's like working it out. But yes, I like my 80s, like my 90s. A lot of fun. Lisa Stansfield, she did. Yeah, you can't get enough. She did a remake. But Lisa Stansfield for me, I love You Can't Deny It. Around the World's great too. This Is the Right Time. That first album I played to death. I mean, I played it to death. I'm sad she couldn't continue. I think she did like 4 or 5 years. She was hot. I wish she could have done more. I think she's so good. She was, oh my gosh, she had an amazing voice, the little curl, that little thing she had. Amazing voice. I'm a huge Barry White fan, clearly, my voice. I'm a huge Barry White fan. But I liked her remake. I also liked the Taylor Dayne remake of Thinking of Your Love Babe. I loved her remake too. So they were good. But Lisa can sing. Lisa was, and she was played on Black radio. People loved her. Black folks love her. So I just remember that distinction. Black radio will play Lisa Stansfield, Hall & Oates, of course. Elton John, George Michael. They'd play them. Got a lot of play on Sade, of course. We love Sade. Sade is like, she's class and elegance. Comes out every 10 years with an album. When she first came out, I thought she was stunning. That video for Your Love Is, I think it was Your Love Is King, or Hold On to Your Love, one of those first ones. Smooth Operator, one of those first ones. She had her hair pulled back in that long braid, ponytail. It was like that big forehead. But she was exotic looking. It was like, who's this Sade? And then we found it's actually the band. Like Blondie, the Blondie is actually the band. It's Deborah Harry. And Sade, her real name is Helen Fola Sade Adu. I think her name is her other full name. And so they're it's like film the same, they're a band. And so there's a lot of those that out there where they don't care, they mix it together somehow, and it's fine. Yes, Lisa, I was gonna say, Lisa did pay the way for Adele. She did, definitely. I completely agree with you on that, completely. Both amazing singers, that Northern Soul sound. There were a lot of singers that came out that weren't even as big. That just hit it here and there, a hit here and there. But Lisa was the most consistent. Soldier of Love, great song. Never As Good As the First Time. Sade had a lot of hits. Sade had a lot of songs. I mean, she had a lot of songs. Cherish the Day. A lot of songs. As you're talking, I'm thinking of all these songs. Smooth Operators, no need to ask, he's the smooth operator. I mean, come on. Fine. Smooth operator. I wish my voice was in. I do it. It's a party in chat. I came on here this morning not knowing what I was gonna say. Those guys thought I'm just go live for a minute. But now I think it's time for me to get on. I've been on for like an hour, I think. This is like a great surprise, you guys. Thank you so much. My day's gonna be great then. It means your day's gonna be great too. This is what JLJ this morning is about. Positivity, real talk, fun. We're going to have great days today. George Michael, I mean, how much I miss him. I saw him for Wham America in '85. Then I saw him for the 25th anniversary thing in 2008 or 9. And he just was the bomb. I miss George Michael. Another great songwriter, another amazing songwriter. So just to say that. You guys, have a great day. Hopefully now you're in the mood. Maybe one day I'll share my Spotify playlist. It's crazy. I mean, it ranges from Madonna to Metallica. I mean, it ranges all over the place. But you guys are all wonderful. Films, Cherie, of course, longtime fan Cherie. Kirsten, everybody, you guys all, I mean, all you guys, everybody, thank you so much for talking with me and having this conversation. Those of you who don't speak, but who are watching, I value you also because you're watching. I know some folks don't know how to use the chat. Some folks don't know how to do the stuff, and that's fine. Some of us just like to watch. That's fine. But if you don't get a chance, join in. Just join in. We have good talks. I'm gonna do this again. Maybe I'll do it again next week. Do another live. Everyone have a great